it's Robin from Raincross Farms Makery. Come on in, and we've got some fun crafts to do, and I'm going to show you how. We're going to get started in just a minute. Let me get this up and running so that my keyword is, I forget how to do this. It's been a while. We took some time off, and I have to try and see if I remember how to do a live again. Hello, I think I've got that all set up. Welcome, welcome. Welcome if you are joining us from Craft Around the Clock. We are so thrilled to be hosting this segment. And what day is it? Today is January 4th. Where has the time gone? I do not know. So, a little bit of background. Behind the computer, behind the keyboard is my husband Bill. You might be hearing his voice from time to time. He's going to be working on comments. And I can't see any comments, so it's completely on him right now. We're in the process of taking down Christmas decorations, and we just put up a little tiny tree this year. I don't know why. It's been crazy. Hello, everybody. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Margaret. Welcome. Welcome. Hi, Tracy. Hello, hello. Thanks for sprinkling. Yes, yes, we are back. We need to get consistent. We are freezing a little bit.
No, that's on YouTube.
Oh, okay. No, it froze on my phone. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, taking down Christmas decorations. And we have this small tree, and it's something I've been wanting to do for a lot of years, and I've just never done it, is keep a small pine tree up all year and decorate it for every season. Not the big old huge tree, but just, I think it's, what is it, a 3 foot, 4 foot? Anyway, it's one of those skinny little trees. Do is start decorating for the month of January. And so I kind of thought at this point, let's decorate it with stars, kind of a leftover from, I don't know, stars make me think of New Year. I keep seeing trying to reconnect come up on my screen, so I hope we're not freezing. So anyway, stars and snowflakes. I feel very neglected. We have had one snowfall this year, and I think we're in for some snow a little bit later next week. But anyway, so in hopes of getting some snow up here in Idaho, we're going to do some stars and snowflakes. So let's do, yay, January decor. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Cosette. Welcome, welcome. Anyway, so let's do real quick. Let's do some snowflakes. I'm going to use my silkscreen stencil. We're just going to pop out a couple of these. I've got some wooden cutouts, these same shapes, and I'm going to just do a couple of them tonight. Over the next couple of days, I'm going to privately do some more so that my tree has a few more snowflakes on it. So I'm just going to chalk a pretty little snowflake on them. And then I have a beaded, I'll show you right now. I have a beaded star I'm going to show you how to make. A beaded star. And then I'm going to show you how you can make a faux tin star. So hopefully I have time to get all of those done. So let's get to getting. Okay. Yeah, Roberta, we've been playing hooky. Okay, I'm gonna paint one of these. I'm gonna kind of do blue and white themes, and let me get a paintbrush or two. So I'm going to this paint needs to be stirred, and I don't have a paint stirrer. So how about if I just shake it up a bit? So this is just chalk paint. This is ocean blue. Daughter went back to New York yesterday. Miss her already. Okay. After this live. Okay. So we're just gonna push through. Yeah, it looks like we might be having some trouble. It is a pretty. It's kind of a medium blue. So I'm just going to give this just a quick coat of blue. These are just super quick. And I'm going to do this one in white. I think I got it. Thank you, though. So I sell this in my shop, this silkscreen stencil. I also sell rechalkable shapes, these wooden shapes, not these specific ones. These, you can also purchase the digital shapes, a digital file of the shapes, and that's what I did. And we just cut these out. You could cut them out on your Cricut, maybe not with wood, but if you wanted to use scrapbook paper, you could do that on a Cricut, or if you have a laser cutter, you could do that. Let me give this just a quick dry, and I will paint that other side real quick. So our keyword is January. That will get you entered into January's drawing. And to your messenger, you can click on some of those buttons and get the supply list. Okay, I'm gonna quick do this other side. And then when it's all done, I'm going to take a picture of my January tree, and by then it'll be time to start getting things ready for a February tree, which will most likely be Valentine's. So I know some of my followers have, I know at least one person has a year-round tree that they decorate. Let me know if you also have a year-round tree or something like that you decorate up for each different holiday. Maybe you want to start one. January is a good time to do it. So this first year will be the hardest, getting all of the things assembled for every month. But then after that, I'll just have to add bits and pieces to it every year.
Cheryl Brock decided to come on and call me strange, right?
Yay, Cheryl! We haven't seen you in a long while. How are you doing?
Margaret said who's making you take
But holiday tree. Maud. We are doing good, Cheryl. Taking it easy, got a little lazy. But before you know it, spring will be here and things will be rocking on the farm portion of our place. And we'll be busy. Okay, I'm going to put just a little bit of wax on this painted surface so that when I put my sticky transfer down on it, it doesn't peel up the paint that I just painted down. Bill had a mishap. Yeah, or don't tell it.
better because I only complain about my sciatic now instead of my hamstring. I was out with my boys while
They were here.
visiting
They were here at Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, And I was on my quad, and we were riding around, and I ended up turning a little too tight and rolled it over on top of myself and ruptured my left hamstring. Actually, I am quite a bit better. I was saying that Robin says I'm fine because I just complain about my sciatic again. It's not about my hamstring.
He's complaining about his original aches and pains. Audio disruption. Finish the live stream and start again. Audio isn't broadcasting. Are you not getting us?
It's
Is our
coming
sound
and going on both YouTube and on.
That's what happens when you don't. I guess that's what happens when you don't go live very often.
The quad is the only thing I have to get around the property with. Yeah, and the freezing thing is just one of those things I think we're going to have to deal with tonight. The only thing I can think to do is completely restart our whole satellite system. So,
is it freezing on people?
It's on everything. It's freezing on them. It's freezing on me. It's freezing on
Does it keep coming
both
back?
YouTube and Facebook.
Well, shall we just push our way through, or?
Yeah, I think we're going to need to just push our way
Okay,
through
we'll
tonight.
push our way. Replay comes out fine, but unless they completely kick us off, I think we're just going to keep moving. Okay, so I am laying down my transfer. And this one that I did on white, I think I'm going to use,
Hi, Debbie Johnson.
I'm going to use Colonial Blue. I'm going to kind of do this medium blue, maybe if I can get it open. And I'm going to give it a little
Stir that up a little bit.
Yep. Sit
Bye.
down
I've been
here.
sitting for a while.
Down here in the cold. And I'm going to put a little bit of paste on my squeegee. Go over that.
Well, it looks to me like our YouTube bailed out halfway through.
Okay.
So I'm just going to have to restart it.
Okay. So let me peel this off and show you. Pretty.
Oh.
Go. Looks awesome. Now, something I don't know if I'll take the time for. Okay, let me put this away. Okay, and I'm just going to set that down on a dish drying mat. And I'm going to just spray it till I'm ready to clean that. And then on this one, I'm going to use Shimmer Frost. Kind of a sparkly, frosty white. Will show up pretty on that dark blue background.
We've been missing some stuff. Roberta says, I think it's the weather. The internet sites are stopping too. Cheryl says, my granddaughter had a mishap right before Christmas. She stepped on a rusty nail, went through her big toe.
Ooh, I did that growing up as a child. That was no fun. Okay.
And Debbie says, that's pretty.
Okay, and then
She says she had tetanus and antibiotics.
yeah.
Hi, Gail from Detroit. Glad to have you.
Okay,
well, look at that. That's pretty, Mom.
Okay,
Good
so
job.
there's 2 snowflakes. I will do more, but I'm just not going to do them live now because I want to show you a couple other things. Let me set that aside. So these are our silkscreen transfer chalk paste ornaments. So that's number 1. Now let me do faux tin ornaments. They're super easy, and I use these cookie sheet things, cookie sheets from the Dollar Tree. You get 2 of them, and they have this nice big area of this kind of a corrugated surface. of foil. It's a pretty thick foil, so this works perfect for this. So let me...
Anna Marie says, beautiful snowflakes.
Thank you.
Debbie Johnson says, very pretty.
Okay, and then what I did is I went online and I Googled equilateral 5-point star, and I got this shape. You want an equilateral, you want one that is symmetrical at all points. So it's an equilateral 5-point star. And so you want one of those. And I'm just going to, I did a couple of sizes. I'm just going to do the largest one because it'll show up best. So I'm just going to cut out around this for right now. And then this is going to be my pattern.
Are you going to brag about your shirt yet?
My husband made me a whole bunch of Raincross Farm Makery shirts, so I don't have to stress over what I'm going to wear. Each night I go live, I just stress at what color I'm going to wear. He made me these for Christmas, and on one done, and the other sleeve has our logo.
A Raincross.
Our Raincross, and then the very back says, do something creative every day. So we are working to get these up in our shop if any of our followers are interested in getting a shirt.
Cheryl, right now they're heat press, but if I got an order for them, I'd probably screen print them.
Okay, so I have this big, let's see. Well, it's hard to measure from point to point. It's about 6.5 inches. It's not crucial. Okay, so I'm going to trace this with a Sharpie on my foil. And then I'm going to cut it out of foil. And depending on the size, you can get 2 or 3 or 4 per each of these trays. You get 2 trays from the Dollar Tree in the pack. Okay. So I've got that. Now I'm going to cut this. Now keep in mind, this is foil. It is like sheet metal.
So you want to use your best scissors on it,
So you
right?
don't want to use your best scissors, but you do want to be careful because it will slice your skin if you drag along the edge. So you do want to be careful. It's real easy to cut, but again, don't use your sewing scissors.
Thank you, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie, thank you.
Cheryl says she loves the purple. Well, I did them in a bunch of different colors,
Yeah.
so.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna.
Jackie, we appreciate you coming on and sprinkling and your following. Thank you very much.
Okay. I'm gonna come at it from the outside. Okay, now these are not hard. This is just 2-dimensional when I just cut them out like this, but we're going to make them so that they're 3-dimensional. And I will show you how in just a moment. Okay, now be careful of these again. So now I have this, I'm going to get out, this is a scoring board. So it's just a board I have. I got it at a craft store. I might have even gotten it at a thrift store. Anyway, it's just got these little grooves in here so that you can score like cardstock so that it's easier to fold. If you don't have one of these, it's fine. You can do it with just a ruler and something that will kind of give underneath, like a sheet of felt. Okay. Now I'm going to, I could do that, let me show you doing it with a ruler. Okay. In fact, I won't even use that for right now. So I'm going to line up my ruler from the tip of the point here all the way to between these 2 points. So from long side to short side. And I'm not going to cut and I'm not going to crease it. Well, basically I am going to crease it. Now you can use, this is a tool I have for my, I don't know if it's I forget what it's called. It's kind of like a scoring tool. Or you could use like a folding bone folder. So you're just going to, in a straight line, not slice it, but you're going to get a score right there.
A scribe.
A scribe?
Rhonda
Okay.
said it. A scribe.
Okay. Okay. And you're going to do that all the points. So from the tippy point all the way down. And you're just scoring that foil, basically because you're going to be bending it. So this will just make it easier to bend. I'm going to make sure I do all 5 points. And concealer up. So we are going to slowly, it's kind of mountain valley, if any of you have heard of that. And I may even just take a flat edge here to kind of fold that. So actually I can fold it, I can fold them all one direction and then it'll make it easier to fold it back the other direction. So I'm folding it right on those score lines. Again, make sure you're careful because this can cut you. So I'm just folding it. And if I'm doing it right, they're all going straight through the center. That one. So I've got them all folded. Now I'm going to, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go from the center out and I'm going to fold that long strip like that. And I'm going to go to this next one. Same thing. And then this is going to fold down and this is going to fold up. So we have a mountain, and a valley. And you just keep doing that. Spread them apart a little bit. Okay, so mountain, valley, mountain, valley. So the little short sides go down, the long points come up. Is that, hopefully that's making sense. It's stylus, that's the word. Stylus, Rhonda had it. Okay, so when you've got that all done,
Ding, 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 Rhonda wins.
you kind of pull it apart a little, just a bit till you have it just how you want it. And there you have a 3-dimensional star. Kind of push it down. Okay. Now you can leave it just like this, poke a hole in the top, hang it. You can, I've got some that I've made to look like rusty. So here's some I made, and what I did to make it look rusty is I took a little bit of Mod Podge and I kind of dabbed it on all of the creases and all around the edges, and then I sprinkled that with cinnamon. And when the cinnamon dried, I brushed away all the excess, and it kind of looks like a rusty star, if that's the type of rustic look that you're after. You could also, you can also glitter these. So let me glitter one really fast. You can paint them up, you can leave them the same. Let me get I'm going to get some wax paper so I can save my glitter. So again, all different sizes, and I do have to apologize. We're having technical issues. I don't know if it's Facebook or our computer or what, but hang with us as long as you can, and if it's just too annoying, come back and watch the replay. Okay, so I've got this how I want it. I'm gonna take some glitter. What did I do with it? I have some glitter. I have some super fine Berry Punch Martha Stewart. I think I got this at Michael's, and this is really cool. This is holographic blue glitter. I think I'm going to do that because that would just look so cool. It is holographic. This I got from Walmart. And let me get this open, and I'm just going to take a brush on one. I'll overlay it with glitter. And then that will look all sparkly on my year-round holiday tree. If you're just joining us, that's what I'm doing, is I am creating some ornaments, decorations to go on basically a Christmas tree that I don't feel like taking down. And so I'm going to leave the tree up, and we are just going to decorate it for the different holidays. Now this foil doesn't really want to take the glue super well. It's kind of leaving holes, but I think it'll be okay. And I'm going to sprinkle the living daylights out of the living daylights. This glitter is like skinny little rectangles. And I'm just going to make sure it's thoroughly coated. So I've got glitter everywhere. Okay, and I will put that all back in. Let me, oops. And look at that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, so here is my tin star. This one I have glittered. I've got, what did I do with it?
Rhonda, how do you decorate yours? She says she has a seasonal tree.
And here's one that is made to look rusty, and here's one that's just the plain looking tin. So super easy, super fun, super cute. And I'm going to set these aside. Put this one back out here. Put that glitter black back in the container. One more craft. It's a star, and I made it with, I'm making it with wood beads. So here's one I made. This is a 5-pointed star. I'm going to show you how to do one of these, but here is the same thing, same technique, only it's a 6-pointed star. So it all depends on what your preference is. So let's do a 5-pointed star. So I'm going to use these beads. I think I got these online in bulk. I don't know how big they are. They are about 1/2 inch. Any size doesn't matter. And it takes about 25 of them to do the 5-pointed star. It takes about 30 of them to do the 6-pointed star. These are actually white beads. They came painted white. I'm out of those, so these are natural color. You could also do it with pearls. These are pearls I got from Dollar Tree. And Dollar Tree also has wood beads in different These are strung on a string. Anyway, so get yourself some wood beads. Now I'm going to use dental floss because that doesn't, it doesn't really break over time. It doesn't really get brittle.
And it tastes like mint.
And it tastes minty. And I have, it's not quite a beading needle. It's more like a crewel needle. It's long. So I'm going to take a good yard or two. Hopefully thread my needle. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to start with the 5-point star. I'm going to start with 10 beads in the center. So I'm going to 1, 2, and you want to make sure they don't all fall off. So you're going to hang on to that tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got 10 beads here, and I'm going to tie them in place. So I'm going to leave about 6 inches of a tail on this side, and I'm going to tie these 1, 2. I'm going to tie these up together a couple of times. And this is my center base. So here, 10 beads in a circle, and I still have this string coming up. So I'm going to take the needle and I'm going to go through the first bead. Then I'm going to take 2 more beads. I'm going to skip the next bead and put my needle through the following bead. So it will end up looking like that. So my needle went through this one, put 2 beads on the string, skipped this one, and put my needle through this one. Hopefully that made sense. Okay, so I'll do the same thing again. Load on 2 more beads. And put the needle through the following bead. Okay. Same thing. 2 more beads. Skip the next one. Put the needle through the next one. So you can kind of see I'm sort of building my points there. Okay, 2 more.
I said it's sort of like a crochet stitch.
Kind of. Skip 2. Crochet in the next one. Okay, so I'm going to skip that next one, and this is going to go through there. And I'm pulling it kind of tight, not super, super tight to where I'm putting a lot of pressure on the string or the floss. I don't want it to be under pressure, but I do want it to be somewhat tight. Okay? And so I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to go through this next one, and that will end me. And now I've got the 10 from the center, and then I've got 5 little outcroppings of 2 beads each. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to go up one of those 2 beads, one of those 2 bead little nubs, and I'm going to put on just a single bead. And I'm going to go right back down that next one. Okay, and that will actually give me my point. Now I'm going to take this, and this is going to go down a bead and up a bead, up to the top of that next point. This is where it would be good if we were on YouTube and we could do the overhead camera. So I put on a single bead. Now I'm going to go back down that single bead, and then I'm going to continue running through beads back up to the top. And if you can't line it up all at once, do it just one bead at a time. So you can see I've got 2 points there. Okay, another bead down, and then through that one and back up. Whoops, I unthreaded, and I'm gonna be kind of tight on string. I maybe should have made it a little bit longer, but if it was too short, I would just tie on another little section of floss, because it'll get buried in there. Okay, back down, across, back up, and I've got one more. Back down. Now when I go back down, I am back to this original tail that I left. And I want to be sure, I'm going to tie those two together really well to kind of seal the whole thing in there. So I'm going to give it 3 or 4 ties, 3 or 4 knots in place. Okay, so I've got that tied to the original. Now I can put these loops back on the needle and kind of thread them back through so they're a little more hidden. I can kind of secure them with a little dot of glue if I wanted to. Whatever you want to do to finish it off. Or I could just cut it. I'm just a little afraid that if the knots ever came apart, my whole thing would come apart, but I think I have it tied pretty well. So I've got those threaded a little bit further, and I'm going to trim them off right there. And here I have my 5-pointed star, and then I can string through. Do I have some string through and hang it, or I can actually just kind of hang it on a, can't find the end. There it is. Can't find that. I have this pale blue and white baker's twine that I'm going to use. And I'm going to thread it through there. And tie it at the top. And put this on my tree. So you could paint up your beads. You get different bead colors, paint them, use natural wood. So here is one of mine. Again, here is the same thing in white. Here is a 6-pointed star. You do the same thing with the 6-pointed star, only you start with 12 in your center, and then you still do the 2 beads, 2 beads, 2 beads, and then to the 1 bead. Okay, so that makes a 6-pointed star, Star of David. This one makes 5-pointed star. Awesome. So I know that was kind of hard to see. I'm actually going to do a mini video, and I'm going to do it with the overhead camera. So I will do this on our page. So follow us if you want to see close-up overhead. Super pretty. And if you did these with little tiny beads, you can make jewelry. You could make, much smaller, of course, but you could make earrings. Anyway, so I thought that would be fun. So some stars and some snowflakes for my January tree. I hope I inspired you. Maybe you're gonna start a year-round holiday tree. So here's a couple of wooden snowflakes that we made. Here is a fake tin star. This one we glittered. It actually kind of reminds me of a starfish. Okay, and here's some other versions of the same thing. Plain. And then our wooden wood bead star. So hope you enjoyed that. Please follow us if you're not following us. Now that the holidays are over, we are hoping to go live more regularly and also putting out some of those short form videos more often. Show you some little smaller snippets so you're not don't have to watch us for 45 minutes and listen to all the chit chat. So we hope you enjoy that. And like we say at Raincross Farms Makery, do something creative every day and just have fun. Hope you had fun. Hope you got inspired. And please follow us and we will see you later. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend. You have to cancel. Up, up, up. No.